Hello, this is the Townsbury Council General Inquiries line. How can I help you?
Hello. I'm calling to find out information about some of the evening classes you offer. I've decided I want to start a new hobby.
Okay, great. Are you interested in educational skills or more learning for pleasure?
I'm looking for something to do in my spare time, so learning for pleasure, I suppose. I'd like to do something creative. What kinds of classes do you have?
Right. We have a variety of different classes that you may be interested in. Looking at the course information document, the first one I can suggest is all about pottery, or rather, what we call ceramic design. The class is for students who want to expand on their existing knowledge and experience by discovering new ways of designing pottery, so it's not really suitable for beginners. At £85 for 5 sessions on Fridays, it's a rather expensive option, but worth it.
Although it sounds great, I've had no experience, so that one's not for me. Is there a class that requires no experience?
Yes, that's not a problem. We have our extended course on upholstery. Although the description doesn't say much, in this course you'll learn how to restore old furniture by giving it a new look using different types of fabric. It's a good choice if you're environmentally minded. This one is £300, but it covers 3 months' tuition and includes all the fabrics and materials. It runs on Mondays and Wednesdays.
That one sounds very interesting. I'll have to think about it, as it's a big commitment.
Another option for you would be our drawing and painting class. This one is special as it's free of charge for 2 weeks, and it runs on Thursday evenings. In this class, you'll learn different techniques to help you with your creativity and learn how to get the best out of different subjects. Again, you need no experience for this class.
It would be wrong of me not to go to this one because of the price. I think I'll definitely sign up for it. Are there any writing classes?
Yes, we have a writing class set up on Tuesday evenings called Creative Writing. This runs for a month and costs just £10 a session. We have a published author taking the class, and they will guide you through different styles of writing to help you use your creativity. At the end of the course, there's a competition to get a piece published in the local newspaper.
That sounds great. Thank you very much. Can I book a couple of classes over the phone with you now, or would it be better to go to the website?
It's probably best to complete our online form.
Okay, great. I'll do that. Once I've made my booking, how do I know that I've been accepted onto the course? Will I get an email?
After your booking has been processed, you'll usually receive a phone call confirming your place on the course and when the start date will be and who your tutor is. You'll be given your tutor's email address, and then all communication goes via that email address.
Wonderful. Thanks very much for your help.
Welcome to the town meeting on the development of our town centre. I'm Martin King, the leader of the Town Planning Committee, and I'm pleased to see so many of you here. What I propose to do is to talk through some of our residents' concerns about the town centre, and following that, some recommendations for improvements. First of all, I'm thrilled to say that the majority of residents were happy with the widening of the pavements in the High Street. This work was carried out last year and has been a huge success. However, there is now some concern that there are too many vehicles using the road, and people are calling for all traffic to be banned, which I'll come to later. Other residents have been questioning the function of the town square. In the past, it hosted many events, but in recent times, the square has seen a distinct lack of use, which some residents find disappointing. The outdoor market, on the other hand, is always bustling with people on the days that it runs. A few respondents to our survey suggest expanding the range of items, especially locally grown produce. And this is something we'll look into. Generally, our residents are happy that the town has a market and are keen to see it remain for many more years. The park to the south of the town seems to be in constant use, with school children on school trips, as well as the craft fairs, which happen on weekends during the summer. Although we welcome continued use of the park, we do urge people to clean up after themselves. We've had more complaints about rubbish this year than any other year on record. Since we've increased the number of bins in the park, we hope that this will have a positive effect. Moving on to our proposals for the future developments. What do we recommend? Firstly, I can tell you that we have a reasonably good budget for any works that are agreed this year, and the council didn't need to increase taxation in order to fund these. Instead of using our reserve funds for emergencies, we've been able to get a government grant through a special city rejuvenation budget. The first major project we want to undertake is that of the town square. It has already been pedestrianized, so there's no traffic to worry about. But we want to make it into an inclusive entertainment and art space. This'll mean no more confusion about the function of the square, and we hope to encourage artists from local colleges and schools to help us turn the space into living art. Our second suggestion is more to do with bringing the community together to make a better living space. We're recommending the setting up of a litter clear-up group made up of volunteers to improve the appearance of the local surroundings. We would look for teams of people to walk around pre-arranged sections of the town, helping to clear some of the rubbish. We seem to have been inundated with volunteers, but we need a coordinator. So if you're interested, please send me an email. On a similar topic to this, we're pleased to announce new installations of recycling stations to be placed around the town. The general recycling will be located in the supermarket car park, while the plastic-only waste will be situated behind the library. Any textile or clothing donations should still go to our charity shops. Finally, the market is going to get bigger. We've invited more local sellers to attend the market, and this should be starting next month. We're also going to trial a longer market day, so that more people have the time to visit and take advantage of our new suppliers. We'll review this in 3 months. In the meantime, if you have any further comments, can I please ask that you send me an email or speak to me at the end of the meeting? Any questions at this time?
Hi, it's Mark, isn't it? We sat next to each other in our first lecture yesterday.
Yes, that's right. In chemistry, right? I'm sorry, but I've forgotten your name.
I'm Kate. Don't worry, it's hard remembering everyone's names when you're meeting so many people for the first time.
Exactly. So, what did you think of the lecture? It already seems to be a bit more complicated than what I'm used to. I don't know if I'll ever understand it completely.
It was only the first one, so I'm not too concerned about understanding it. I'm more worried about having to make notes, because the lecturer spoke quite fast. I think I managed to get everything down, though.
She did go through a lot of information, didn't she? Maybe we just need to adjust to her style, or just get accustomed to it. I'm sure things will improve.
That's what I'm hoping. Maybe after 3 years of studying, I'll be able to catch everything she said. What was it she said at the end of the lecture? Are we going to have a test already?
No, nothing like that. It's not really even homework. But we need to start thinking about what kind of presentation we want to do in a few weeks. We can work together on that if you like.
That sounds good. Thanks. What other subject are you studying? I decided to take biology because I'm thinking of training to become a vet.
Oh, I couldn't study biology even though I really wanted to. I just didn't get high enough grades. So in the end, I chose physics. But not because I know what I want to do in the future.
What about maths? Are you good at that?
Not really, but I try my best. I'm more interested in the space science side of physics. It's always intrigued me. Besides, my mum is a physics teacher, so she helped to persuade me.
I don't think physics is for me, even though I enjoy complicated equations. So, I'll leave that to you. How are you finding things here so far?
A little overwhelming, really. It's all new and exciting, but there's a lot to take in. How about you?
I'm definitely excited. The halls of residence are an experience. I have plenty of space, but I'm just not keen on sharing a room with another person. I've never done it before, so I need to get used to that. Saying that, though, my roommate is great, and we have a well-equipped kitchen, so we've already bonded over a shared love of cooking.
I see. Well, I'm in a shared house with 4 other people, but we each have our own rooms. We haven't really used the kitchen so far. We've just been relying on takeaway food, but it's quite an expensive way of eating. I don't think I could live in halls. It's too close to the university, and I like to be able to cycle to keep myself in shape.
I hadn't thought of that. Have you joined the cycling club?
I didn't know the university has one. Where did you see that?
In our welcome pack. You need your own bike.
Okay, that's not a problem.
And it's £10 a term, so very reasonable.
Yes, that's not too bad. I'll have to look into it. Thanks. Have you joined any clubs?
I joined the creative writing group, but I'm not too sure I'll carry on with it. I think I'll just be too busy to do anything outside of classes and studying. Although I've loved writing stories in the past. It's a free club too, and there are already lots of members. But I think I might have to see how things go with my studies.
Well, see how you get on over the next few weeks. Things will get easier, I'm sure.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, we're talking about starting the research into your family tree for your final social history project of the semester. It's good to see so many of you here to learn some techniques for doing the research. I can tell you that besides helping you to get a good grade, it should be very rewarding. So, shall we make a start? To begin, the most important resources are your living relatives, your parents, aunts and uncles, and even cousins. Ask them what they know about previous generations, including dates of birth, marriage, and death, and the approximate places where these people lived. Exact addresses can be incredibly useful in your research. You might also need to ask about any potential nicknames or shortened names, as these may appear on official documents. By asking your family these questions, you get an excellent foundation to your personal history. You may even want to create a questionnaire for your family to answer. With this information, you can start to build your tree. The next step you might want to take is to search family homes for any folders which could contain important information, like photographs or official certificates. Having photos gives your research a more personal aspect, which many people like. Diaries and letters are also useful sources of information, but especially the latter, as they may reveal family details not previously recorded. Any information you find, however, will need to be organized in such a way that it's easy for you to find again. And if you're going to use the research for your project to create a history for future generations, you'll want to make something which can easily be understood. This is when you might decide to go online. There are various websites, both free and subscription-based, which you can choose from to help you build your own digital family tree. One advantage of this is that it helps you keep the information you find in an organized manner. Most of these websites allow the user to attach photographs and other documents, so all the information for one person is collated in one place. It's possible to see other researchers' trees too, if they're public, but a word of warning here: you should always try to verify facts you discover by looking for official records. Often, there's a lot of misinformation on public family trees, so you must ensure you're following the right path. People's names and dates of birth can be uncannily similar, so take time to check the data you have. The websites you can find will give you access to national records and other certificates, which will help you to prove the information you've gathered. One aspect of doing family research that a lot of people forget about is the use of social media. You may or may not already have a profile on one of the networking sites, but it can be surprising how much information you can find by being on one. There's a wide range of family history groups and associations that have social media groups for you to join, especially if they're linked to one specific area or locality. You can search for groups related to a specific county or state, and even some that concentrate on towns and villages in your area of interest. In addition to being part of a community with similar aims, you'll be able to get tips from other members, as well as being able to give your own. It's more than likely that you'll find other members researching the same family history, and you might find some long-lost relatives. A different or concurrent route to follow would be to take a DNA test. Although these can be expensive, the family historian may find links to places or groups of people that would never have been possible by following a paper trail. Before taking a test, though, you need to make sure that you are fully prepared for any hidden family secrets that may be thrown up by the results. You won't necessarily get all the answers to your questions, but DNA tests can reveal certain aspects of your heritage. For example, with the results, you may be able to work out migration patterns of your ancestors. By this, I mean discovering which area of the world their DNA is closely matched to. This can often come up with surprising results, as your DNA may be connected to a distant location. Should you choose to go down this path, you'll find that your results will change over time. This is because more and more people are being tested all the time, so your results will be updated on a regular basis. You might feel that this is a step too far for a university project, but it's there as an option. In essence, these are the first steps I'd suggest people take when considering their own family history research. However, I think that my main advice would be to persevere. In your research, you're bound to come across obstacles every now and then, where you can't find the information to confirm a person on your tree. But with dedicated research and patience, your hard work will be worth it in the end. Some people choose to stop at a particular point, But really, the possibilities are endless. One ancestor leads to another, and before you know it, you're looking at places that you might never have dreamed were connected to you.
So it was the Burlington practice set 3. And guys, if you like my channel, so please share and subscribe my channel for more updates, and press bell icons so it will give you a notification of recent update. Thank you for watching this video.